Now last time we went over all my different Lego Batman minifigures, and today I will be talking about this special little custom build. Now, as you can tell, it is definitely a spider with the 8 legs and that rear end, for lack of a better terminology, but it's actually more than that. Okay, so I did use parts from various companies, including Lego and Creo. In fact, this arm right here and here its joints are made up of Creo parts. Alright, so let's just dive into this. Now, this is not a normal spider, obviously, being that it is kind of big. Now, those of you who are into Lord of the Rings, or even Lego Lord of the Rings, you may have or have heard about the Lego Shelob Attacks set. Or, if you haven't heard of the set, you've probably seen her or him, I'm not quite sure which, in the movies. But this was actually modeled after that spider, because at the time that I ran into it on the Lego site, it was far too expensive for me to be able to buy, so I just built a spider of my own. Now one day I may actually buy that set, but for now I have this. This is meant to be a Scarecrow spider, which also doubles as a dispersal device for his famous fear toxin. And it has the dispersal pieces on each of the limbs, and the toxin is placed on each of these back 3 legs. Alright, so now let's get into articulation. You have a ball joint here and here on both legs, a hinge here, here, and here, similar hinge here and here, only with the brackets, I believe you are what you'd call them, but either way, same kind of joint, but with different parts. These are the more stiff joints, or at least these. These are kind of like these, except you click them into place. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Scarecrow can sit right here, but Scarecrow's actually meant to be off somewhere else. Now he is roughly 3 and 1 tile. Well, he's roughly the size of 3 minifigures in length, and in width, well, it just depends on how far out you have the legs. As you can tell, he is off the ground. He can stand on his own, which is a pretty cool feature. I'm not sure if Shelob can do that, but it was actually quite difficult finding joints and stuff strong enough to hold this thing's weight, despite how small it may look. In fact, let me pull out a ruler so you can look at it yourself. Let's see, right here, roughly 17 centimeters in length. Not that big, but it's still bigger than a minifigure, and way bigger than the spiders you can buy in sets, and bigger than the spiders you can get in the Minecraft sets, so I'm not quite sure if it looks at all scary, but its head is on a ball joint so it can move. These can actually bite down on Batman or any other person. This is actually the liquid form of the toxin that doesn't get turned into a gas, so that way when the spider bites someone, the person will be suffering from the stronger effects. This is on a hinge joint, but if you haven't noticed, the back side of it, this piece, isn't nearly as big as the one in the Shelob set. I didn't like that the biggest body part on that spider was actually the rear end. It was just, nah, I'm not into it. But the spider itself is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. It's not meant to look like a natural spider. It's kind of meant to look a bit robotic. Comment down below what you think, and comment and tell me if you actually think it looks robotic. If this kind of spider were in a set, what price do you think it would be, and would you spend the money to get it? It's kind of all I have to show you. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, so you can subscribe to me, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button on my inspirations channel. I get a lot of my inspiration nowadays from Jang Bricks, who does some really cool custom builds, and he also does reviews on Lego sets or construction brick sets. That way you can look at it and determine whether or not you think you'd like to buy it, or whether or not you think it's worth buying. Anyway, that's all I have for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.